Yo, what's good? It's your boy Knowledge Born, and this is the Knowledge Born the True Show. On today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the street dude and why the street dude operates the way that they do. A lot of y'all probably already know that. I went through that phase of being in love with the streets. The gang culture, all of the above. It ended me up in the penitentiary. And I sat down for a minute, had to get my mind right, had to do a lot of self-evaluations and just being truthful with myself about who I was and what I stood on. Because what a lot of people don't understand is the image and the culture of the way the street dude maneuver was something that was implemented into guys like myself and a lot of guys that, grew up in the ghetto and grew up in environments where they had to put on this type of role of toughness, of heartless nature, and like just living in a savage type of way, because like in certain environments it's the dog eat dog world type thing, and so in order to live up to an image that you're trying to portray, sometimes you have to take on qualities that may not really be you. And so that's what happened with me, coming up from a shorty. I, adapted things because that's what I was seeing. That's the models I was given. And so by the time I hit certain ages, I got to a point where I really believed that was who I was, which was a total lie. Like, I had more intelligence than just to be some dude in the streets or some dudes that, was robbing and selling drugs and doing whatever, we was doing out there. And a lot of young people don't understand that, once you figure out who you are, then you will figure out the rest of the world. Because like the knowledge itself is what shine light on that I wasn't no street dude. I wasn't no hood nigga or none of that. I wasn't none of that. I wasn't no dope boy. I wasn't no robber. I wasn't no none of that. These was all masks that I put on, that I wore. And for a lot of people, once you wear this mask for so long, they start believing it. Because I know dudes that's in their 50s and 60s that still got this street mentality. They still, running around talking about they part of an organization, and they into this culture of hopelessness that they don't think is hopelessness. And a lot of people will look at the street dude like, why he operating like that? The street dude is bred out of hopelessness. You get to a point in your life where you like, man, I don't care about nothing. This don't mean nothing, that don't mean nothing. And once you hit that point where you don't see value in your life, you're not gonna value your life. So, it's easy to walk around when I don't care about me to not care about the person next to me, or care about my community, or care about my future, or care about anything that has value on it. Because first and foremost, I didn't care about me. So it makes it impossible to be like, I care about this and I care about that and I care about this. Even when we have kids and siblings and spouses and mothers and stuff, like when we live in that type of culture, that street life, we don't care about them people. Because if we cared about them people, we're going to operate in a way where it secures our position in their life. It secures our jewels and knowledge and know-how that we pass down to them, whether that's your children, your little siblings, your nieces and nephews, whoever. You protect yourself more when you realize who you are, because you're not going to invest the street culture into your shorties, because the street culture is bullshit. So it's like, how do you break the cycle? For me, it was going to the penitentiary. But I done met a lot of dudes in the penitentiary that the cycle didn't break. It just got worse. So they had come into the penitentiary, get out, come back to the penitentiary, and they just keep repeating this process until, 15 and 20 years have passed, and they, realize that out of that 20 years, they done spent 18 of them incarcerated. And like, it gotta hit you that oh man, I'm bigger than what I was living. So if you feeling like, the streets is all you got, gang life is all you got, you living in an idiotic existence because you got a purpose out here that's huge in your own way. And I'm not saying that you got to be some CEO or some motivational speaker or whatever a lot of people aim to do. You can be big in your purpose in your own individual life as long as it's fulfilling to you. And so, like, it's all that soul searching. So a lot of little dudes out here, they believe in, that they savages and that they, out here thugging and all this stuff, but that's not really them. But it's gonna take something drastic to wake them up to see that, because you can talk to you blue in the face to some guys and females, and it goes in one ear and out the other. They not trying to hear none of that because they in the midst of the culture of the street dude or the street female or the street culture that has engulfed them, because it's hard to go against the grain with so many people living like that. And so you're the only one to stand out. You got to have a lot of balls to stand out against the masses when the masses is moving one way, and be like, no, I'm not operating like that. I'm standing on my own foundation. I'm doing what I want to do. That's a difficult thing, especially when you're in your youth. When you're in your youth, the biggest thing that you aim for is acceptance from your peers, from the people in your neighborhood, from whoever that show you love. And that gets dangerous because once you feed off acceptance, you do a lot of things that you really are not cool with doing. Like me, I got involved with gangs, but gangs didn't make sense to me. Gangs was like, why I'm falling behind a dude or dudes that I probably never met, that don't have no respect for me, that is not really showing me nothing in life, but using me to, do this and do that and whatever, whatever the task was they sent you off on, as you hear the keyword, sent you off. And it's like, I knew it was backwards. I knew it didn't make sense because, like, even the head of the organization, never met this dude. This dude never sent me no money. This dude never looked out for me. But yet, I had a loyalty to him that was blind. And it's like, how do you have a loyalty to somebody that you never even seen how they maneuvered in the free world? So it's like, I had to be the idiotic one, but I had justification because I was a teenager, I was a kid. But once you step out of that childhood and you step into adulthood, how do you still operate in that child mentality? That's like in the Bible, it say, when I was a child, I thought as a child. But when I became an adult, I thought as an adult. That's the big part right there. Once you become an adult, you have to think as an adult. An adult thinks in logical, reasonable, sense where it's like, man, if this don't make sense, then I can't be a part of this. It'll be a big difference if it made sense. And it's like, oh man, this organization has helped me elevate. This organization is putting me in a position for success. This organization is bringing about a real camaraderie with brothers that's going to each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Not this dude need to kill this dude because this dude live on this side of 79th, or this dude wear red and this dude wear yellow and this dude wear blue, or this, it's like, or this dude run under 5 and this dude run under 6. That's idiotic. Like, that is nuts, because it's people out here killing each other because they consider themselves ops. That's my op, but they don't know why this is their op. We have blocks in this country where if you live on 112 and this dude live on 111, they may be into it because I live on 111, you live on 112. It's like, that doesn't make logical sense to me. And so, like, the street culture is destroying us, man. And if you look at it as a whole, you don't see other races like so engulfed into it. You know, you might have your pockets of, you know, the Latinos and the Asians, and you might have pockets of it. But like in a black culture, man, this is huge. And it's in every city across this nation that we live in this messed up realm of street culture. We kill each other for no reason. We destroy our communities for no reason. We get to a point to where it's just like, you know, why care? And it shows in our daily lives. Like you can ride through any ghetto, Chicago, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, Atlanta, anywhere, you know, and you're gonna see the same behaviors. Streets gonna be dirty. Hype's gonna be out there dancing on corners or doing some crazy stuff. You know, little kids out here breaking into your cars. Like it's gonna be so much of the same, you know, behaviors repeating themselves. And it's sad because I'm like, I was a part of that. And what's the solution? For me, I had to go to the penitentiary to wake the fuck up. But like I said, some people that don't work for them. And then it's like, how do you get somebody to care about themselves? So let's start this discussion. Leave your thoughts in the comments and let's see where this goes. Because it's like, we can't just keep looking past it. We can't keep just sweeping it under the rug. So let me know what you think. I'm Knowledge Born. This is the Knowledge Born, a True Show. So much peace.